All right, good day. Time for another conference review with Coach Big Pete of DeepDishFootball.com. Be sure you follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Also go to DeepDishFootball.com. Please subscribe and like this video on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. My email is CoachBigPete, fp@gmail.com if you have any other questions. Now we get into another conference preview. This is the Southwestern Conference preview. Two quick things. Again, as I said before, preview predictions, they mean nothing. I will say look out for this team. I will say it's a top dog, but you got to play the game, and it means nothing. Just a quick reminder to everyone. Two, these are just top three, top four players. I'm not going to name the whole roster and everything else. So it's no offense. Just name the top three, top four players to take a look at. Maybe a little bit for recruiting, maybe a game-changing player. That's the whole reason why. So please don't chew my head off, okay? Also, last year I think I was 40% right on my predictions. 40% am I right. And that's the reason why I like high school football, is because there's a lot of parity. What is up is down, and what is down is up. There's a lot of parity in high school football, and that's why you got to love the game for it. So we get into the Southwestern Conference. Now, my top dog team is East St. Louis. No doubt about it, my top dog team is East St. Louis. They are great. They have a great roster. Lawan Paul, Denman Taylor, Eric Rogers, Antonio Johnson, Witherspoon. Antonio Johnson is one of the best safeties in the state right now, and he's young. But East St. Louis is my top dog, and East St. Louis will be my top dog for the next maybe 3 or 4 years when we talk about the Southwestern Conference preview. Again, great program. Now, and these teams that I name aren't in the role, but my top dog team is East St. Louis. My surprise team, and I know it's going to shock a lot of people, my surprise team is Collinsville. I really like Malcolm Burns. I think he's the best wide receiver in the state of Illinois. Cameron Sloan, Gabriel Miller, Luke Cuddleback at defensive back. I really do like Collinsville. I think Collinsville is going to surprise a lot of teams this year. Keep a very good close eye out for Collinsville. Now, I talked about East St. Louis being the top dog. This is a team that has really interested me, is Edwardsville. Abdur Rahman, great multiple athletic player, quarterback, defensive back. He just does it all. Deontay Rogers, hell of a running back, one of the best in the state. Evan Ramirez, Morrissey, and a young kid to look out for from Edwardsville is Justin Johnson. But Edwardsville looks good. And again, when I talk about the Southwestern Conference, if they get 5 or 6 wins, if they get into the playoffs, and you got a northern team up north that has to come down south, I'm going to favor the Southwestern, and that could be a huge spark for a team. And I think East St. Louis has a great chance of going to the state. But some of these teams are teams that, you know what, hey, like in Edwardsville, they got a chance at state this year, and they have a pretty stacked team. We talk about Alton, wide receiver Sanders, Israel Terrell, linebacker, hell of a linebacker, Charles Miller, another player to look out for from Alton. Again, they're in that Edwardsville talking about. OFallon had a off year last year. I think this year is going to be even better for them. Willie Robinson is one of the best defensive ends in the state of Illinois. Christian Curtis, one of the best quarterbacks. Ian Wagner, I know I'm talking about a punter, but Ian Wagner is a punter that you want to look at. He's also an athlete, but keep an eye out for Ian Wagner. And Jack Hardy, offensive line. Now, we also take another look at the team too, Bellevile West. Belleville West, again, they look good. That's another good-looking team right now. We got Dwight Oregon and Keith Randolph, one of the best pass rushing ends in the state of Illinois, and you can make a thing in the Midwest right now. Multi-sport player Keith Randolph is. Belleville West, again, they have a great chance. This season in the Southwestern Conference to hit that number 2 spot, to hit the number 3 spot. They're very good. Could they challenge the East St. Louis? Might be able to. They have a great group of small athletes. So Belleville West is definitely a team that you want to keep a close eye out for. Belleville East, Ja'Cory Beck, wide receiver Gaines, and Hamilton is another player to look out for. Belleville East, again, could they they could reach that 5-4 mark. They could get into the playoffs. Again, I'm going to say this right now. This conference, when you say, "Oh, this is going to be that's going to be a horrible team. That's going to be a bad team," you can't really say that right now, especially in this season for 2018, because there's a lot of positives going into this season for the Southwestern Conference and for these teams. And I mean, East St. Louis is stacked. They're talented. Antonio Johnson, Lawan Paul, Dedmon Taylor, Eric Rogers. They got a quarterback. I forgot who the quarterback is. There's another kid to look out for too. And it's just a team that keeps building year after year. Talent leaves, more talent comes in. So definitely East St. Louis. Edwardsville lost a tough game last year to Naperville North. They were winning large and they gave up a game. Edwardsville, again, they look good this season. Alton, OFallon, Bellevile West. Collinsville I have as a surprise team. That's just me. But I have Collinsville as a surprise team. I was really impressed with the team last year. I was impressed with Malcolm Burns. Very impressed with Malcolm Burns. So we'll see what happens. And their ability for their offense for the yards that they put up on other teams with the losses that they had. But again, it's going to be an interesting season in the Southwestern Conference. If you like my work, follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com if you have any questions. Again, Deep Dish Football Live is every Wednesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. starting next week. This is August 15th, so next week, talking IHSA football online on Facebook Live, and also Breakfast with Coach Big Pete Saturday at 9 a.m. talking about the IHSA scores, stats, and everything else as we dive into IHSA football and what is going on. So thank you so much. Big shout out to the Southwestern Conference. Good luck this season, and I will talk to you guys later, and hopefully I can do another review for the middle season. So good luck to everyone in the Southwestern Conference.